Hey guys, how's it going? It is my different username here, and today I'm going to be bringing you another full arsenal video from your favorite game, Team Fortress 2. And this time, we're going to be taking a look at another class that you guys have been recommending ever since I started the series, which was the Engineer. Now, I've actually made two different types of weapon that fall under the same category, but I hope you guys will still enjoy because I felt like making at least both these weapons, and I can't even wait to show them off later on throughout the video. So here it is, LEGO TF2 Engineer's full arsenal. Our first weapon on the list is going to be the Rescue Ranger shotgun. So here we have the Rescue Ranger, and no, I'm not talking about the chipmunk from the TV show. I'm talking about the shotgun from Team Fortress 2. This gun is really unique in its own aspect, but it lacks in a few other things, especially when it comes to combat. When it comes to the cosmetics of this gun, it's really just a regular shotgun with more of a black finish. It even has a rail running along the top of the barrel itself, but what's different about it is obviously the little things added to it, meaning the monitor that's actually placed on top of the receiver, and I kid you not, the yellow box at the end of the barrel is actually called a yellow box. If you looked up the info on this gun, they literally call it the yellow box. That's it. So that's all I have to go off by. In the beginning of the video, I called them bolt shells instead of shotgun shells, but there's a reason for this. If you've actually fired this weapon, you know exactly what comes out of the end of the barrel. It's definitely not a shotgun shell. But let me tell you this, most likely those projectiles aren't even loaded into the shotguns, although I do have a really nice theory about it. Maybe they're actually loaded into the yellow box instead, and maybe the shotgun shells are loaded so they can actually launch the projectile out. Otherwise, I don't know how else something like that would fit in a shotgun shell, but then again, gotta remember that it's still a video game. If you actually take a closer look at the monitor, there really are some translucent green pieces back there. Unfortunately, I couldn't add a light source behind it because the bricks were too thick, the light was too dim, and there wasn't really enough room to fit it in to have it functionally working. But besides that, in other news, I actually got this new phone case, and I figured I'd show it off because honestly, now my phone can be an attachment for a gun, which is insane. You could be shooting people on the battlefield, and then you can go to your Twitter feed and check out what's new in the world. It's kind of cool. It's really insane. I'm surprised it took me this long to get a phone case like this, but yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do anything with it in the future, but I'd like to think of something really nice and creative. But besides all that, let's finally shoot this gun. Up next on our list, we have a very unique pistol, which is known as the Lugermorph. So the Lugermorph is a promotional secondary weapon that can only be used by the scout and the engineer, and it's pretty interesting how you unlock this weapon. I'll tell you that later on, but when it comes to the look of it, you can clearly tell it was based off of a Luger P08 German pistol, and I gotta say, there are really interesting things about this weapon. It turns out you can actually unlock this pistol if you play a certain game known as Poker Night at the Inventory. It's a really strange game. I don't know why it exists, but all I know is if the deranged looking rabbit thing named Max trades up his pistol in the game of poker and you win, you get the pistol and you get it unlocked in TF2. That's really it. But besides that, when it comes to the pistol itself, there's not a lot of moving features just like the one in game, except on my model I have a working trigger and a removable magazine, and the magazine actually has a little rod going through it, so it makes it easier to come out. The mag is slanted, so it can actually fit with the almost 45-degree angled pistol grip it has, but sadly it doesn't have a bullet on the top, which is kind of sad. I really wish I could have done that, but I don't know. I was rushed for time when it came to making these guns anyway. But besides that, the gun is still pretty cool looking. I just kind of hate the wobbly barrel at the end. But besides that, let's actually go ahead and try it out. We're at the third item of our list, and we have a good old favorite here. We have the Engineer's Lego wrench. The wrench, or the Ullman Buildmatic wrench, is the melee weapon used by the engineer to not only just beat in people's faces, but also to help create dispensers, sentries, and even teleporters for the entire team to use. It's a very effective weapon. The wrench in Team Fortress 2 does not really move around, so I made sure my model can at least do that, and I made it so the bottom jaw can actually slide up and down the handle of it, and it even can lock into place. That's what that little pin is for. Sometimes there's like a little rim on the little like tiny rod that can sometimes get in the way, but besides that, it's actually pretty effective. I can, you know, probably screw some Lego bolts and nuts or something like that. I don't really know. But actually, if you lock it into place, this becomes a very effective melee weapon where you can take the two prongs at the end and literally just smash people's faces in. I can understand why the engineer really likes this weapon, because it can be used to build stuff and destroy stuff at the same time. And, you know, speaking of that, he also has another favorite in his category of melee weapons. Alright guys, here we have the final item on our weapons list, and here we have the Gunslinger. So the Gunslinger is basically a replacement for the wrench, except instead of just taking up an item slot in your inventory, it takes your whole right hand. And it's crazy too. I actually made this 1-to-1 scale with my hand, so I can properly, you know, have it scaled with my left hand and stuff. But so you can see here, you can even clench it forward and somewhat make a fist. I don't know, that's probably the best I got towards making a fist. Something I actually wanted to get into though when it came to making this was actually making articulate fingers. I'm talking like ones that can actually move you with your fingers movements. I don't know why, but I felt like really making that for this design, but I ran out of time because I knew you guys wanted a video out, and yeah, so I think the only way we can test it is by oh boy. Okay, I just have to do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Okay, alright. Whew. Okay, no, this is stupid. This is stupid. I don't know what I'm thinking. This is stupid. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's try it again. Nah. Okay, no, this is ridiculous. I'm done. I'm done. Okay, now I'm ready. Alright guys, I did it. Alright. Well, alright, let's high five ourselves for, yeah. High five. Alright guys, I took a little bit of a break, got some of my blood back, but now I'm just gonna talk about the hands. As you can tell, they're pretty articulate. You know, you can move them in almost any direction. Like I said though, I almost wish I could set up a certain system where I can actually move my hands now. It even comes with, like, you know, when it comes to the hand itself, a compass, has some certain designs here and there. It has this, it has these exhaust pipes here, some wires here and there. I know the wires are supposed to be yellow, but to be honest, I don't really have any yellow wires, so I kind of went with the black ones I had. Now, the closest thing to a fist that this thing can oh, whoops. Anyway, this was the closest thing I can make to a fist, because I didn't really have a lot of those pivoting pieces, and yeah, honestly, it still does the job though. I mean, you can clearly see. Just gotta make sure I don't break any more fingers, and we're good. Also, this hand's actually connected to a motor, so when I press it, oh, okay, oh god, oh, my hand looks like a rodent. Oh no, 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 ah, ah! Okay, so the motor's a little too fast. Maybe let me try it with my fist closed. Okay, it's a little bit better, but it's not perfect either. Kinda still difficult. Well, at least I can do this. So, yeah. No, stop! Alright guys, that was Team Fortress 2's Engineer's full arsenal. made entirely out of Lego. I hope you guys have enjoyed. It was definitely fun making this arsenal video, especially since it took forever for me to make it as well. But in the end, I think it was all worth it. So guys, as always, in these videos, if I get 1,000 likes on it, I will actually make a tutorial for one of the items that you've seen in this video, and then upload it later in the future on my channel. So, if you want to stay in tune for that, better make sure you subscribe to see even more TF2 weapons. Like, favorite, and comment if you have enjoyed. And as always, thanks for watching.